Well, because everything is awful in this world, here we are, another one of these filthy stories. Mark King here, and this is by New York Post, and this is Gap pulls camp shirt after comparisons to Auschwitz uniforms. This is by Yaren Steinbach, of course, Steinbach. Ah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you do? I think I I don't think anybody should judge anybody on what they like. Okay, here's the thing: you can make fun of people, but don't try to ban people for wearing things. Don't try to ban clothing because it never stops. Okay, it never stops. Who cares what it looks like? And if you don't tell me it reminds you of like concentration camp uniforms, I wouldn't put it together. But because of these victim groups keep looking for any little thing, and again these things are evil, right? They try to pick and choose. It's called the people online called the professionally offended, and is aptly applied to these people who want to ban clothing. You can wear whatever you want. Okay, this is a society that we built. Now they want to tear it down. They decide. They dictate what can go on sale. They no longer tell you what you can't buy. They tell these big corporations what they should sell you. Right? They're in charge of the big corporations. The big corporations bow to these people. Okay? Again, these big corporations are all in it, okay? They all want to take your freedom away, okay? That's what's going on here, okay? Don't think it's like a conspiracy theory, right? Again, back in the 70s, back in the 80s, back in the 90s, 2000s, the 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 communists themselves, right? The people who are full fledged and know they're communists, right? The people who are in charge, they picked and choose essentially who they wanted to promote, right? And they found like liberals when, well, how do I say this? They were already self-destructive to society, so they don't look for liberals, right? Because liberals are already doing it. They're trying to convert people, right? That's what essentially what they try to do, right? So they also like take people who are basically, how do I put this, who are useful tools of the communists. They prop them up. So they prop them up in media. They prop them up in corporations. They prop them up in Hollywood. I mean, I know it's a movie, but exactly what happened in The Rocketeer, essentially, with Neville St. Clair. If anybody who's seen The Rocketeer, one of my favorite movies. It's before all these fake geeks got on board with superhero movies. The Rocketeer was it. And yeah, so essentially that's what goes on in corporations and media. They get propped up because they're useful tools, useful pawns. Okay, this is why identity politics exist. They're very self-destructive. Okay, so this ties into what I believe happened right here. Okay, all these social justice warriors, these liberals, these lunatic leftists, they're basically in positions of power with large corporations where they make these things happen for the professionally offended. Okay. So Gap made a white and gray wide striped shirt that reminded me of a concentration camp. This one person on Twitter said, on Friday the show was no longer for sale on Gap.com and its brand's Canadian site, but was still available in UK site. Thankfully, again, wearing what you want is freedom. People don't understand when they side with these lunatics, they're taking away freedom. Okay, that's what's going on here. Okay, these small little things are like incremental. It adds up to even more things. So some will be offended to maybe an all black jersey because it's I don't know. I don't know. It's black culture. Who the hell knows? White jerseys. That's okay. It's white power. So maybe banned. A white shirt with a red mark across it. That could be beats me. You don't know what's next. You don't know where it stops. But freedoms be taken away from you. So you're not allowed to wear our shirts with stripes anymore. I have shirts with watermelons on it. That could be a problem if somebody who, let's just say, is sub-Saharan may think that's some type of cultural appropriation or stereotyping. I could be in major trouble. I could be jumped in the street, and deservingly so, apparently. Anyway, this is just something interesting. Have fun, interesting about culture. This is something like to watch. These things are very important, right? It seems like something very small, But these things add to something that's completely dangerous, okay? So be aware of what's happening in society. Again, know who your friends are. People who want to ban these things aren't your friends. They're actually your enemies, okay? They're your enemies. And I would employ people, don't buy from Gap. Punish them. You know, let's see how long they can go without improving their what is it? Improving the revenue. Okay, let's just see what happens. You know, if a company bans something, don't bother. Okay, don't bother. All right, that's it. Share, save, subscribe, thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed talking about this stuff. Gap used to be gay and proud. Now it's gay and they're ashamed. Oh.